Welcome, boys and girls, to another edition of Faith Friday. Well, here we are right in the middle of the season of Advent. Beautiful time of year when we're called to get ready to celebrate the birth of Jesus. And during the season of Advent, we'll listen to some very important people who helped us and continue to help us get ready for Jesus. One person was born many, many years before Jesus was even born. His name was the prophet Isaiah. And we'll also hear from people like John the Baptist, who told people to prepare the way of the Lord. And of course, we'll also hear about Jesus' mom and dad, Mary and Joseph. Well, Joseph, I want to talk a little bit about him today with you, because actually Pope Francis just made St. Joseph an important part of our year. He calls this the year of St. Joseph. And he wants us to think about what Joseph did and how Joseph acted. And Pope Francis talks about one of his favorite statues of St. Joseph. Well, we know there are many statues you've seen of St. Joseph, or perhaps pictures or paintings, but this is Pope Francis's favorite statue of St. Joseph. St. Joseph is asleep. And the reason why the Pope says this is his favorite is because he sees Joseph as resting in the Lord. And when he rests, when he sleeps, he's talking to God, and God is talking to him. So what Pope Francis does is when he has worries and problems that he can't solve during the day, he writes them on a piece of paper, and he folds up the pieces of paper and he puts them underneath Joseph's pillow. And he says to Joseph, "Joseph, you take care of this for me. When you sleep, you talk to God for me and help me with these problems." What a beautiful, simple thing that the Pope does. But think about this. Joseph, when he was asleep, well, he talked to God and God talked to him. And those are some of the stories we'll hear in the Gospels as we get closer to Christmas, or even during Christmas itself. For example, when Joseph first found out that Mary was going to have a baby, Joseph was confused. He didn't know what to do. And so he kind of fell asleep, and while he was sleeping, an angel came in a dream and said to him, "Joseph, don't be afraid to take Mary as your wife." And he woke up and he did exactly what the angel told him to do. And after Jesus is born, well, not everybody welcomed Jesus. There was one man who was really jealous. His name was King Herod, and he wanted to do harm to all of the children so as not to have anybody else but him be the king. And so Joseph, when he fell asleep, an angel came to him and said, "Joseph, wake up and take Mary and the baby and go to Egypt. Well, you'll be safe." And later on, an angel came to Joseph in a dream and said, "Okay, Joseph, time to take Mary and the child and go back home to Israel." Well, it's nice to think of Joseph as, when he sleeps, talking to God and God talking to him. And this is such a beautiful way for all of us to think about how God wants us to rest in him, placing our problems in his hands and not getting upset or worried or anxious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what the Pope does. Whenever I get worried about something or nervous, especially in running this parish, it's a big parish, I'm going to write those things down, my worries and cares, and I'm going to put them right under Joseph's pillow and say to Joseph, "Joseph, you sleep on that. And when you're sleeping, you tell God all my problems so that I can sleep without having to think about those problems. You take care of it for me, Joseph." And I'm sure he will. Boys and girls, in this year of St. Joseph, I pray that you may grow closer to this wonderful saint of God, this simple and wonderful father of Jesus and foster father who took care of Jesus, and his wonderful husband to Blessed Mother, to Mary. God bless you all, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.